Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Helen Noble, celebrant of Surrey and founder of Swan Song and co-founder of the Healthy Marriage Success Course. I'm here on this channel to give you insights, wisdom, tips and all things useful for all things ceremony. This week I'm talking about how to stop pressure stopping you. So, when I've talked to couples that are together but not engaged, because I know they're a friend of a friend, or I've just been chatting to whoever, and I said, are you married? And they're like, no. So, just out of curiosity, why not? And it tends to come down to pressure, whether that's pressure of finances or pressure of family, or pressure of commitment or financial pressure. It's the thought of not being able to deliver on whatever those things are that is stopping people. And I totally get that. But if you want to live your life in and this sounds cheesy, but like in a true and authentic way, following your true heart, we've got to learn how to harness that pressure, dissipate that pressure, or just recognise the pressure and go, no, thank you, and be gone. Because there will be something greater than the pressure. And that might be living your dream. That might be being with your loved one till death do you part. That might be having a marriage that is between just you two, and then having a wedding that is for all the friends and family, all your mates, to have a big party. It might be you want to completely separate the two. Very often they are separated, especially with me. Usually my couples will get married and then at some point with me, they'll have their wedding. I'm doing more and more blended ceremonies with registrars. So the registrar would do the marriage and then hand over to me for all things wedding. But also not in equal measure, I'd say maybe 3 out of 20 a year, they would have got married well before, like a year and a half, sometimes 3 years. Also depends on the pandemic. They might have got married in 2021, but just not had the wedding yet, and they're having the wedding next year. Because what they've done is relieved that pressure. They've gone, actually, what is it we want at the end of the day? They're like, at the end of the day, we want to be married. We can do that. It's £50. Okay, let's get married. And then if they want the wedding with a big celebration with everyone coming, then they budget for a wedding without having to worry about the politics and a venue that has a license or anything that's got extra. Do you know what I mean? The other reason they might wait is the pressure of expectation. Like, oh, when are you two getting married? Like, are you two married yet? You know, it happens all the time. And what some of the partners have been saying to me is that they have proposed when everyone's stopped asking. When everyone start minding their own business, they then feel free and able to do their business, which is to propose or to plan a wedding. So, can you see yourself in that? Are you the one saying to someone, when are you guys going to get married? Because maybe if you stopped doing that, maybe they will get married. Or is it people that are doing it to you? Guys, come on, you've been together forever. Or you two are made for each other. Why are you going to wait 3 years? Just get married now. Work out what actually is your trigger. What is the biggest pressure and see how you can dissipate that. If it's the budget, what I'm seeing now, we are in the last quarter of 2023, that people are now getting engaged but booking a wedding for 2.5 years time or 2 years time, because 1.5 years isn't enough financially. But actually they want to get married, so they're just going to get married in the spring, because why not? New life, new beginnings, or the new year, and then having a wedding when they can afford it, but with a mission, with a date, so that people do come. So they've dissipated the pressure of marriage because they've just got married with themselves, the 2x2 registration of marriage. It's £50. Some boroughs it's £90, but basically you can get married for under £100. So if being married is not the pressure, it's the wedding that's the pressure, you can get married without the pressure because you don't have to have a wedding. I know that's a bit of a newsflash for a lot of people, but you can get married for under £100. So if that's the pressure, the public speaking, the big event, I know I'm talking myself out of a job here because I'm a celebrant and I love a wedding, but it could be a 5-year anniversary that you're like, right, we're having our wedding. You've been married. It might be you don't tell anyone you're married, and in the ceremony, I just drop that little bombshell, like, no, you know, however I want to say it and however you want me to say it, we'll just drop it in there. If so, budget, you can delay it. It can be 2.5 years, but you can get married. So if budget, financial is a problem, if it's the pressure of everyone around you, you can just get married. You don't have to tell anyone. And then your wedding, you can drop it in. If it's expectation of family, again, that marriage isn't between everybody else. That marriage is between you two, between each other. It's actually no one else's business. So you need a witness each. So you do need to tell somebody. And you can do it that way. So you don't actually need to give into social pressure, but you both have to be in on it. You can't, one of you go, I don't want to fast. I don't want anyone to know. And then the other half go, oh my God, I've told so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. And then before you know it, your mother-in-law's like, what the huh? And you're like, yeah. So I don't suggest that one, but think about what it is that's stopping you living in your true and authentic self as a relationship. Where is that pressure coming from? Is that pressure real, or is it in your head, or is it in the future? It's a pressure that doesn't actually exist, but you're worried it's going to exist. So have a massive reality check with yourself and each other. Is it a pressure that's stopping you moving forward? Is it a desire that you want, but you'll kind of feel too under pressure for it? If it's a social pressure, you don't have to tell everybody. You don't have to have a big wedding. You can do what's called a micro wedding, which is kind of under 15. You can do a mini wedding, which is kind of under 50. Or you can just have like a normal wedding, which is, I don't know, 80-ish. And then a big wedding, I'd say, is kind of 180 plus. That, I would say, is my scale. I don't think that's an international scale. And then you can go really micro, i.e. eloping, and just have you two and your two witnesses and do your 2x2. So you can elope. There's so many ways to alleviate pressure that is getting in your way of living your life how you guys want to live. So before we hit wedding season, which I would say is moments away, it's kind of now, not wedding season, proposal season. The biggest date for proposals is the 21st of December. So if you're thinking, when should I propose? 21st of December is a really good date because you have a couple of days of just living in that bubble of excitement. You know, propose on 21st, you've got 22nd, 23rd to just feel warm and private. And then Christmas Eve, Christmas and all that New Year window, you can then see the family and share your good news. But you do get those 2 days. But it's also the winter solstice. So the world has turned. I love a 21st of December wedding, proposal. Also love 21st of March spring proposal. I'm all about the solstice. Right, I'm going to stop talking now because the dog is at the window. Drop me a thought, drop me a line. Let me know if that was helpful. If pressure is stopping you live your life, there were some ways to dissipate and give in to that pressure and just surrender to it and get rid of it. Because the minute you face it and go, okay, what's your pressure? You'll realise there actually isn't any, because there is a way around it. We will always find a way. That's why I'm here, to help you find a way to live in your authentic, lovely relationship. Right, I'm off before the dog goes nuts. So please hit the bell, subscribe. I'm all here for it, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.